You're listening to Locura, el show de la gente on Radio UNT. Let's do this.
What up, y'all? This is your boy DJ Sam Wize on the ones and twos. I'm here with
Michael Vivaldi
and TEC
and
our special guest
Val from Val's Bites. I'm back.
Hey. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We're in for a great night. Woo! How you guys feeling? I know these two feel kind of depressed, but we're about to get into it.
There's a wave of emotions going through me. I think Michael can back me up on that, honestly.
I just don't want to talk about it, to be honest. I kind of want to talk about it.
I really want to talk about it, but we can't.
I really want to talk about it, but this is a spoiler-free environment.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Only
you got
break.
it, ladies and gentlemen. You got 2 weeks. I'm gonna give y'all two. Well, maybe
I'm giving them
that's
a week.
Generous.
Maybe a week.
No,
maybe
that's
a week.
That's generous.
I'm not giving you 2 weeks.
Give them a week.
No.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
This is the biggest movie.
I'm going to see it tomorrow.
This is the biggest movie in superhero any genre. I feel like right now.
Okay.
Now.
All right.
That's a big statement.
Right now.
Big statement.
Right now, let it sit, and it might not be, but let it sit. So I'm gonna give y'all a week.
Okay, a week. Locura fam, you heard it here first. TEC's giving you a week. So
now,
next week.
I would have given them 2 weeks, but everybody else out.
I'm not gonna be here next week, so
Val, you have a week, bro. What are you gonna do?
I'll be honest, I probably won't watch it.
Anyways, we have some amazing topics for you guys tonight. It's gonna be super fun. We have all four of us here. It's gonna be great. Hey, how could they find us, Mike?
On places.
Dude, he sounds so depressed.
He does, and I like it.
Bro, I'm
not understand the pain,
way.
bro. You don't understand
not
the pain.
in that way. I understand it is what I meant. Not that I like it, but I understand it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
through it.
We're just gonna get back into some music,
please.
all right?
Let's go to music. I need to cry.
DJ Sam Wize on the ones and twos. We'll see you later. Enjoy.
Make sure you check out all of our crazy episodes by subscribing to us on iTunes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to Locura Radio Show on YouTube for exclusive video content and show replays you definitely don't want to miss. For more info and all of the content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to follow Radio UNT, so show them some love. Be sure to rate and review us. We are Locura, the radio show with good vibes, crazy talks, and positive music.
Hey, Locura fam, this is Michael Vivaldi here live with you on a Friday night. And I am joined by
DJ Sam Wize on the ones and twos, and
this is TEC. How's everybody doing tonight?
And this is Val. Wow, Mike, that's
Val.
Wow. This is Val from
Val's Bites.
I don't know where she's from.
We don't know.
From Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Anyways, guys, it's so good to be back here on this Friday night with everybody. Anyways, we're gonna get into how's everybody's week going. TEC, we haven't seen you in a few weeks. Woo! So how's your week going, bro?
My week's going great until yesterday. I'm just kidding. My week has been great because the whole week I've been just anticipating going to see this movie.
Cool.
So like I was just.
You could say the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Sorry. Avengers. Everybody should know. Avengers: Infinity War came out last night.
It could have been 50 Shades.
You never know. You could have seen.
Absolutely not.
Player One.
No.
Ready Player One.
Anyway. So my whole week has been just leading up to that. I've been really excited. I've been doing like, just trying to get to Thursday, and then when I finally got to it, I was not disappointed. I have emotions on me. There's a lot of emotions flowing through me, but I wasn't disappointed. So my week's been great. No.
Nah.
We cannot talk about it.
For a week.
Next
week we'll get into it. Anyways, Mike, how was your week, bro?
Wait, ladies first.
Well, ladies first. Yeah. Val's Bites.
Val's Bites. No, my week was really good. I came back from Hispanicize, a conference last week. So in Miami. So I met a lot of influencers. I met Luan James. I met Don Francisco. Like, it was crazy. Dang. So I met alive. But apparently every picture I took looked like a wax figure. I can't explain it. But I have video of him talking. So it was real. It was real people. So I met a lot of other influencers, so I'm really excited to see how that goes as far as Val's Bites is concerned. If you don't already know, I'm a dating coach. dating and relationship blogger. So I want to utilize those relationships to do some really cool interviews. So that was my week.
All right. Hey, there you go.
That's
Mike,
really dope.
Yes.
how was your uneventful week?
It was very uneventful.
He says it every week. Just
Very
chilling.
uneventful. No, I had to work, of course, so I was out of town. I went to Chicago and met up with one of my friends I hadn't seen in almost 9 years.
Wow.
Roxanne. So shout out to Roxanne. I think she's watching. She might be watching. But yeah, we went out to get some food and get some drinks. Caught up.
What kind of food?
No and. There's no and.
What kind of food?
We went to. Actually, we started off at an Irish pub, and then we went to this place called Wildfire, which is a steakhouse
Okay.
down in Chicago.
Medium or well done?
Mine was medium.
Good boy.
Yeah.
There you
Not
go.
medium
Good
rare,
boy.
but
Wow.
medium. Good steak, medium.
Absolutely.
If it's
I
like
agree.
TGI Fridays, I'm like medium well because y'all suck anyway. So
Well done.
y'all suck at.
Sorry, I didn't
making
mean to veer you off. I'm just asking. I like to ask.
I know. I hear you. It tells you the type of person that you are. Like,
Exactly. That's
how do you
exactly
order your
what I
steak? Medium? We could be friends. That's it.
Rare.
So yeah, I came back to Chicago and then came back home and did the same thing Tech did last night. Went to go see Avengers Infinity War, which was emotional, to say the least. But in a great way. It was such a good movie.
I just
So
feel
much
like-
fun. Oh,
I just feel
I
like
had
I'm
so
gonna
much
watch
fun
this
in this
movie.
movie.
I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna watch this movie and I'm not gonna get emotional
Did we
because you
get-
hyped it up so much.
Okay, but then I don't like. What do you want us to do? Not talk about it?
No, I don't know. It's just
listen, it's because if you guys saw our video, which is on YouTube, our superhero madness bracket thing that we did,
Oh, dude, if we I'm just never mind. Go
you'll
ahead.
notice the type of person that Sam Wize
no,
is.
bro.
Exactly.
As
No.
far as like comic book movies.
We
and
all
that.
agreed on that show.
On
What
that
was
show.
number one?
We did agree
wasn't
on
a
that.
show.
However, after last night, the brackets have changed. No matter
Oh,
what
yes.
movie is up there,
Okay.
Avengers Infinity War is
And I'm
number
okay
one.
with that.
That is the best movie, hands down.
I'll text you guys.
If-
I'll do a Facebook Live tomorrow after I see the movie, and I'll let you
I'm not
guys
going to tune in, so that's cool.
know. Wow.
You do it for yourself.
Dang.
I'll tune in. I'll tune in.
brutal.
Are you gonna tune in, Val?
Val, are you tuning
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Saturday? What
Yeah.
time?
It'll be after the movie, probably at night.
What time is your movie?
At night.
I have things to do in the afternoon.
Dang, bro. Oh.
It's my mom's birthday. What do you want me to do?
All right, bro. Never mind.
No friend Sam. Oh. Oh, his girlfriend can watch him. Wait, he doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Okay.
Hey,
so,
Sam, actually,
Sam, how was your week, man?
Wait, Sam, are you going with anybody? Not a girlfriend. I'm just saying, are you going with anybody? Like
Yes,
Frank?
yes,
Or
I
what?
am.
Like
I
Frank
am
Rose?
going. No, I actually invited him. No,
Oh, he did.
seriously.
He's not going.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah.
Frank, where you at, bro?
No, Frank. I
Cutting
told him,
hair,
yo,
bro.
let's go. He goes, oh, I don't know, blah blah blah. So
He's
that's
gonna
like
regret
that's the
it.
whole thing about being married, bro. Like you have to get permission to go.
Whoa. I'll
and all
pass the mic
that.
over to Mary.
I don't get permission.
I'm just kidding.
I just say I'm gonna go, and then he's like, "All right." That's end of conversation.
I don't know, bro. Anyway, segue into that. Congratulations, actually, Frank Rose. It's his 6-year anniversary just passed this week. I actually wanted to say
Un
that.
aplauso.
So to him, it is his 6th. Oh, hey, that's true. Anyways, guys, listen up. My week was okay. Was uneventful. I wanted to see Infinity War, but it was all sold out.
Should have bought it ahead of time.
You should have bought it online, like everybody else.
I know.
Boom.
I know.
You literally
Sorry,
could have bought it the day, like the morning of yesterday, and you
Who-
could have gotten tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
Who stands in line for tickets anymore?
No, it's not that. It's just that I don't know. Maybe I'm just a last minute person where I just buy it the day of or the night
Okay.
before. You know.
That's probably that explains a lot. Well, then again, this is the only second time I've seen you. So
Yeah, dude.
She reading
don't know
you,
you
bro.
that well.
With your Mulan outfit.
Well,
Like,
you know. It's comfortable. It's a kimono.
I got it. I get it. I get it.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
If,
You guys are a mess. Anyways, but now my week's been cool. Are
we still on your week?
Just been doing music. It hasn't even been that
Longest
long.
He
week,
literally
bro.
said it was okay, and now he has a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff
now
that
he has a
to talk
bunch of
about.
crap.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna get into our first topic.
Wait a minute.
Mike, what is our first topic?
Our first topic is I'm going to read some Facebook comments. That's what our first topic is, sir. We have people that are commenting, man. We got a lot of people that are. If you are watching us on Facebook, we appreciate you and value your opinion. So thank you for all the comments.
I'm actually gonna look right now.
So we got comments geared towards Sam Wize, of course. Let me see.
Shots.
Sam Wize is a Marvel hater always. Marvel hater always. He is a DC lover for life. There you go, Sam Wize. His opinion doesn't matter.
He has the
LOL.
Dark Knight tatted
He has a Dark Knight tatted on his shoulder.
He does?
He doesn't pre-order tickets unless it's a DC film. Hashtag Martha.
Martha.
Oh my god, my name is Martha too. Best friends. Yo, Alfonso's killing it right now.
Bro, between Alfonso and my brother, they're roasting you
Keep
online,
them
bro.
coming,
We're gonna
please.
have a roast of Sam Wize tonight, so that's gonna be our first topic tonight. The
We
roast
might
of
we
Sam
might not
Wize.
have music if that.
if this keeps happening. No, listen, our first topic, seriously.
First of all, I'm a big Batman fan. That
So am
doesn't
I.
mean I don't like Marvel.
Yes,
That's
it
not
does.
what that means.
What does that mean?
That just means
You literally
I prefer
almost
Batman.
voted against every Marvel film if it came up to DC when we did that bracket.
Yeah.
Don't
Almost.
lie.
Yeah.
No, that's not true.
Rewatch that video, Sam Wize. It's on live on our YouTube
No, that's
page
not true.
at Locura Radio Show. You can go ahead and
It's
view
not
that today.
true, bro. I would admit if there was
It's
a
not
better
true.
movie than that.
I did
and
not
I'll
hear
probably
her.
admit tomorrow night when I see Avengers if it was better or not. That's
All
it.
right.
I'll admit it.
Okay.
It's not a big deal. It's not like I hate Marvel. I like Marvel. I appreciate Marvel. I actually got into Marvel before I got into DC.
And then he
Saying.
became a traitor, so that's cool.
That's
A
fine.
traitor? How is that being a traitor, bro?
Traitor to
First
Batman.
of all, listen. How is it being a traitor just because I prefer
kidding.
one character?
Do you understand? I'm kidding with
You know
bro?
what, dude?
You know what
Get
a
out my
joke
face.
is?
You know what, bro?
You know what? Me and Sam, we're gonna have it out tonight, bro. It's gonna be Thanos versus whoever you are. Batman. Batman. It's done.
Batman with no
Batman.
prep time.
Listen, our first topic tonight. Sorry. All right, our first topic tonight. We're gonna keep it light. It'll be about working in retail. So I know some of the people in the room maybe have had retail jobs. I maybe had like one or two, but we'll get what you guys are saying. So before
Yeah,
we go
definitely.
into break, real quick for music.
Yeah.
Make sure that you're commenting and following us on Facebook, on Instagram, Twitter, all that stuff at Locura Radio Show. Also, make sure you're tuning into the show live, either on Facebook Live or on radiount.net. And Periscope for the two people that use Periscope out there. Yeah. And then, oh, we got 3 people on Periscope. Thank you.
Nice.
3
Thank you.
people.
The 3 people.
We love you guys,
You know how
wherever
much-
you're from.
We love the 3 people.
On Periscope.
Shout out to y'all, man.
Shout out to y'all. And also the Radio UNT app, you can go and download that on any Android, Apple device that's out there. So
We're gonna get into 2 songs, so we're gonna come back pretty
we'll be
quick.
right back, guys. Don't go anywhere, please.
See ya. Yo, what up? This is DJ Sam Wize from the Locura Radio Show, 8 p.m. Enjoy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Locura Radio Show. My name is Tech, and I'm here joined by these amazing people. Starting with
DJ Sam Wize on the 1s and 2s
Yo.
with
DJ Michael on the MacBook Pro.
And Val sharing the mic with Mike.
hashtag Spotify.
I thought you were gonna say hashtag share the mic with Mike, but whatever.
Yeah, that's a good time.
I like that one.
I like the rhyme.
All right, let's get into that first topic. Mike, what is our first topic?
Our first topic tonight, we're going to be talking about working retail, which I feel like everyone in the world can agree with. And what's going on? Are you guys okay? All right, I'm going to keep on going. We're going to be talking about, let's do that again. We're going to be talking about working retail this evening. So everybody that's out there, everybody that's having a good time working retail, we want to hear your stories. Those of you who are not having a good time, we also want to hear your stories. But we're going to be talking to our hosts real quick to find out about their retail experiences. How many of you guys have had retail jobs in here?
Right here.
Yeah, everybody? All right, beautiful. What was your longest retail job?
I feel like a retail job is like your segue into your real job. You gotta get. Everybody has to get into retail at some point in time.
My first job out of high school was not retail.
Really?
It was a call center. I was at AT&T.
Okay.
AT&T
Okay.
call center.
Well, I've worked several retail jobs.
What was your longest?
My longest?
Yeah.
Cell phone. I was a Metro PCS sales associate.
How long?
Yeah, bro.
Not me.
Huh?
How long?
2 years.
2
well,
years.
actually, technically 3 years because when I moved to Miami,
Yeah.
I just worked for a corporate store. But so 3 years.
All right. What about you, Tech? What was your longest?
It was also a phone company was Sprint though. It was like a third party retail in Kissimmee
Okay.
by like where you live now,
Oh, nice.
by the Loop,
Okay.
right? You live by there,
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
Also cell
Yeah,
phone, you said?
it was cell phone Sprint. Yeah,
Oh,
Okay.
How long?
for like a year and a half.
A year and a half? All right. Val, what about you? What was your longest we got?
So my longest retail job was actually at Banana Republic. I went back twice. Don't know why. I thought the benefits were good. The discounts, but yeah. But yeah, I didn't like it. But my first job out of high school was not retail either. I worked at Magic Kingdom in the kitchen.
Oh.
Yeah, I burnt myself on some macaroni and cheese. Harbor House right by the Haunted Mansion.
Dang. Their chicken's the best.
We made good food. I'm not gonna lie. You're welcome.
But it's limited. It's really limited what you could get there.
Yeah,
Don't
but
you
I think
think?
every restaurant is. Like all the fast service restaurants are
Not
like
where?
that.
Rays? Cosmic Rays right in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
They got
But-
everything, bro.
Listen, I'm gonna bring up a Bandcamp story. So I was actually fired
Oh, from Disney?
because it was competition season and band, and I had to keep calling off
Oh.
Dang, you
for a
pointed out?
band. They were like, you can't keep calling off, so I'm sorry, you can't be here anymore.
So you pointed out?
Yeah.
Or they don't have point system there?
No, I don't know what happened. No, I was within my first 3 months. Then I worked at AMC after that, and Disney Springs now, but downtown Disney.
AMC.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What
True
about
story.
What was your favorite? What was your favorite
My
retail
favorite.
job? Did you have more than one?
is grocery?
Retail, no, because I've worked a lot of customer service, but I've only
Yeah.
had 2 retail jobs. Which
Okay.
was, my first job was Dillard's. Like
Yeah, that's
you
retail,
know
I
that
would
store
say.
that's
Yeah.
not like existent anymore. It's like a
I still see
liquidation
it
store.
At, wait, I still shop there actually at Florida
No,
Mall.
I know it's fine.
That's
I'm
awesome.
just-
They got
yeah,
good
they're
stuff.
cheaper now.
Yeah.
But I used to work there, and my boss hated me. I'm pretty sure she was racist. I can't confirm that, but
Yes, you can.
anyway, yeah, probably. Anyway, and then Sprint was my only other one because I've had customer service job, kind of like the call center thing that you were
Yeah.
talking about. They weren't retail though, and what I'm doing now is customer service, is not and sales but yeah, like it's really been Dillard's and Sprint. And Sprint was fun because I work with one of my best friends,
Okay.
and we would always like goof off. So
What
we
was
did
it-
good. Like when
Did you have more than one retail job?
Yeah. Is grocery considered retail or no?
No.
Yeah, right.
Well, sure. But was that your favorite job, or was Metro PCS still like your favorite
Man,
retail?
they're so different. My favorite job was actually at Universal Studios.
Hey.
Yeah, I was in food and beverage. I was
So
at the comic
Is
shop.
that retail?
I didn't know.
Well, because I used to work at SeaWorld. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, is it considered?
Wait, which one?
I worked
The
at
Universal?
Comic Strip Cafe.
yeah.
They have great chicken.
Yo.
They have great food, yeah.
Bruh.
Dude.
They do.
I was actually, why was my favorite? Because we had a really special crew. There, we all got along really well, and I was really desperate for money at that time. And I was actually the person to roll out the greeting crew at over there. So when they get really busy, there'll be a greeting crew to sit you down, like at a real restaurant and stuff like that, kind of like what they do in Potter. But I rolled that out there. And I actually got to become like my own character, because one day we used to be super slow. I'm sorry for ranting.
Bro,
It's my favorite.
this is not a job interview. It's
Hold
okay.
on, no. It was.
We don't need your resume right now.
Hold on, no, bro. It was super slow. So I used to go to the front, start yelling at people like, "Come on down to the Comic Strip Cafe. We have fettuccine alfredo, chicken tenders." So that was like my favorite.
Like
job.
that was the voice you made?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just asking.
You know, it's funny. I went to the Simpsons area like not too long ago. Sorry.
Go ahead. You're good.
Sorry, I'll open Mike's face. But they did that thing, and it was like they sat people down. I thought that was super weird, but that's probably because of you.
It started in Potter, and then I rolled it out in.
You are.
So he's a
He is
pioneer.
He is a pioneer of the theme
That's right.
park.
Universal,
the
pay this
Universal
man.
Theme park.
That's right.
Pay this man
Right now.
right now.
Blazing trails for that that traffic.
What was your favorite job, Mike?
Bro, so my retail experience, I actually had my friend Roxanne is actually
see.
watching. Yeah, so I worked at U.S. Cellular up in Chicago for I don't know, 3 or 4 years. That was my favorite retail experience, definitely bar none, and one of my favorite jobs, to be honest. Besides the one I have now, just because of the people that were there. Like for me, it was very similar to like you guys, where maybe the job wasn't the best, but the people that were there that you worked with every day, like it was cool to meet them. And I still have friendships with a lot of people that are there. We talk occasionally, or something big happens in their lives, like I find out through Facebook or whatever. So I was very happy to have that job and be able to meet people. And my managers that were there, I had 2 of them while I was there, and they were the best managers I think I've had in my entire life, like in that place. So it was an entire, like, that retail experience for me was the best. The first one I had before that was, I was telling Val during the break, was Old Navy in Greenville, South Carolina. I worked there for maybe about a week until I realized I was going to shoot myself if I stepped in there again. Because every night I was in the closing shift, and the clearance section where the hell the clearance closed, people would just go in there, try stuff on, throw it on the floor, throw it everywhere, and then you have to go through and then put it either back on the hangers or fold them in a specific way. You got to fold clothes in retail. I don't know if you know this, but in retail clothing business, there's a specific way to fold it. Yeah. They give you a board.
There's a board?
Yeah. So it was intense. Yeah. Now, what would you say? Because I know a lot of people not only have good stories but also bad stories that are out there. What would you say, as far as like your, maybe not even your retail job, but your everyday job? What do you feel motivates you to get up and do what you do? Like if you think about your last bad job, your terrible job that you have, it might be your current one. Who knows? But if you think about that, like what motivated you every day besides like not getting fired? Would you say motivated you to go into work every day?
Needing money, literally. On Metro PCS, dude, they worked me crazy hours.
Yeah.
So literally, at that time I moved out, so I needed money. So basically, the money. That's what motivated me. Now, what motivates me? Definitely my son, hands down.
Oh.
Can't say anything.
Tech, what motivates you when you have a terrible job experience or a terrible job that you regret like having or going to in the morning? When you wake up, what would you say like motivates you to get up and do your job?
So thankfully right now I don't have that issue, thank God. But like when I've had those jobs like Dillard's and when I worked at SeaWorld, I was like, oh man, like I hated getting up. So what really motivated me at first, like pretty much like what Sam said, is the money. Like, hey, I need money to do what I want to do. So I'm gonna have to force myself to get up if I have to force myself to get up and go to work. Now with the jobs that I've liked, it's just financial stability and family.
Yeah.
Like honestly, that's
I think that's
what it is.
When you have
Yeah,
family.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you choose. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And then you choose these careers like when you start like, oh, I'm applying for jobs. You're like, okay, there's a career I can see myself at least liking for a little bit, and that's where it changed for me. I was like, well, I'm gonna choose a place that I feel like I'm gonna like, and my motivation is the stability.
For sure.
Can I call out this banter that's going on online right now?
Go ahead, Val.
So Roxanne asked Mike if he's friend zoning her.
Oh.
And then he responded, because I know he's on the laptop,
Is that
that he said never.
winky
Dun,
face?
So I don't know what's going on. Maybe
Is
this
that
is
the
an inside
Chicago
joke
girl?
or something.
Yes.
Oh, that's Chicago? No, we talked about that last week.
Wow.
Just like
Damn,
we talked about friend
wasn't
zoning last
here.
week.
Fine, fine.
So Roxanne, go back to last week. Just watch that episode, and you'll see,
How that-
And if you watch the one before that, you'll listen to Mike talk about breaks and stuff. So you'll learn a lot
Oh
about
dear
it.
God.
Wow. Okay. So, wow. So I'm a people pleaser. So what motivated me besides the money is the fact that I don't like to let people down. So I would go to work not to let them down, and that just makes me like a super overachiever. But then it brings me back to like high school. I was the one that took attendance because I was such a brown noser.
What?
Yeah.
You were that person?
I was that person.
All right, guys, come on.
All right, guys. I'm here. I'm gonna go back to band room.
You're late.
Yeah, that was me. So
Were you
yeah,
a patrol?
I.
Oh, no.
Why you
dear.
calling me out though?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I was in patrol in elementary school, and I was in the gifted program. Can we stop talking about my accolades?
You're the one that keeps going. She's like, and I did this, and I did this.
The person
So
that
apparently, this topic has now turned into my resume because Sam Wize, between his accolades at Universal and being a
but hers are
trailblazer,
better.
hers are better.
Her accolades are a million times.
Hers are way better than.
He had a job before he left.
First of all, hold on.
I would hire her
You
before.
just talked about your job and you were in an interview.
What job?
Gosh.
No, I didn't. I
Yeah,
said
you
I
did,
like
bro.
my friends in my
Yeah,
job. That
yeah,
was it.
whatever.
That's not like, hey, why do you deserve this job, Michael? Oh, because I made some good friends.
Dude, it was fun.
It's like,
Yeah, of course
care.
it was. Universal and Disney I feel like are the fun jobs where you just meet people and go to the parks whenever.
You could bash Disney all day at Universal. It's fun. What? Dude, literally they would encourage it. If you see somebody with a Disney shirt, you like,
You attacked them?
yeah, bro.
Awesome.
You're just like, why are you wearing that shirt?
You're attacked.
Yo, I used to get so mad when they're like, "Where's Harry Potter World? The Wizarding World of Harry Potter."
Yo, I
is
do that to my
way.
friends all the time. Like on my regular. I'm like, don't
Yeah,
call
dude,
Harry Potter
the
World.
Disney point.
Yo, everyone at like my flight attendant friends, they'll be like, "Oh, you live in Orlando? That's awesome. Like, I want to go to Harry Potter World." I'm like, first of all, you're not going anywhere if you call it Harry Potter World ever again.
Ever.
It is the Wizarding
Terrible.
World of Harry Potter, madam. They're not gonna let you into Universal if you continue calling it.
You know when,
Harry
when
Potter
Disney
World.
whips out that Star Wars land, people are gonna do the same
Star
thing.
Wars World,
Whatever. Yeah, the people are gonna do that.
The Star
They're gonna be
Wars-
like,
No,
is
that's-
the world of Star Wars around here?
the world of Star Wars.
Be like, what?
The wonderful world of Star Wars? No,
No, it's not.
it's
Thank
not.
God I don't work there because I would have just been like, "No, it's Star Wars, whatever it's gonna be
Star
called."
Wars Land. I think it's called
It is
Star Wars
Star Wars
Land.
Land,
Is
Yeah.
it?
That's super easy.
Well, probably because they know people are gonna call it that
But
anyway.
you know
like
what?
Harry
You know what
Potter
it is?
World.
It's gonna be weird because they're not gonna be at Disneyland. So like, I feel like that'll be confusing to people that you think it won't be.
What do you think, Val?
Does it really matter?
Yeah.
It
Two.
doesn't. It only matters to like crazy people like you guys.
Oh, dang.
I'll take it.
I mean, like seriously, like people are not gonna. I don't remember that. I was like, "Where's Harry Potter? Where's the dragon with the?"
She was about to
with
call it Harry Potter.
That's so mean. And you know what's funny? I worked for a screen printing company that catered to. We did all of the Halloween Horror Nights stuff, and I know the merchandise people, but I still call it Harry Potter. But I made all the T-shirts, so why does it really matter?
It's just annoying when you work there.
I'm sorry.
Anyways, go
I
ahead
apologize
about
now.
your job, your retail job.
You don't want to hear about it. You don't care.
I care.
No, you don't.
Okay, I have a question.
Yes.
What was the worst experience you've had at a retail job?
Oof.
Like with a customer?
I never had problems. I had issues with management.
Oh, okay.
Whatever. But I never really had serious. Well, okay. So, listen.
I've never had problems with customers.
I worked at the Ann Taylor outlet one time.
Jeez.
And there was no limit to how many clothes you could bring into the dressing room.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there was like 5 billion go backs. And I think that was my biggest problem. Just having to take that all back
That's it?
and fold it. Yeah, people don't bother me.
What about you, Tech? What's up?
Dude, I think you know that phone stores.
Dude.
Man.
Dude.
I don't even. Man, I was like, here's your contract, or here's like your. Oh, what's this? I didn't sign up for this. They come back 2 weeks later saying that. Like, we literally went over it with you.
Yeah.
And they yell at you, call you names, all this stuff. And I'm like, I can't do nothing else. I don't know what you want me to do.
Dude. Yeah, customers are...
Because, like, for me, even now, like, if there's something you need to read, I'm going to read it with you out loud. Make sure you understand, even if it takes time. Like, over the phone or in person, I'm going to be like, so this is what you're signing up for. This is the fine print. And I would do that. I learned through that job to always do that because people will always come back. And if you don't cover yourself, you're like, well, who's right and who's wrong? So those are my worst experiences. At one time, like, just getting name called like crazy. It was a Caucasian gentleman, and he called me everything.
So politically correct.
Yeah, I have to sometimes.
There was a white man.
There was a white male.
There was a white male coming into my store.
I don't know what he was doing in Kissimmee, first of all.
He
but
was
that's-
white and in Kissimmee. He's not supposed to be in Kissimmee being a white male.
He was from St. Cloud.
St. Cloud. He probably was
From
from
St.
St. Cloud,
Cloud.
actually.
He was in St.
Yeah,
Cloud.
but he started.
Right,
He
yeah.
called me every racial Hispanic slur. I think he even called me like black racial slurs because he ran out, and then he left the store, and I was like,
Shut up, Kit Kat.
"What about you, Sam?"
I think on my current job, the craziest thing. Well, I've encountered a lot of craziness, even in where I'm at now. But I think the thing that irked me the most was like 2 weeks ago. We're closing. Once we close the doors, nobody can get in. It's a big security measure, right? Especially people have been robbing places around town. So everybody's coming in. There was 3 people up there. That I was like, hey, I'm sorry, we can't let you in for security measures. These Caucasian gentlemen can't come to the door.
Male people.
Come to the front. Come to the front. They're like suit and ties. He goes, I need to get in. I said, sir, really nice, sir. I can't let you in. It's a security precaution. What time do you guys close? 4. Oh, when do you start closing at 4? I said forever ago. Like we always close at 4. I was like, I'm sorry. And then this joker goes, what is this? The Bank of Puerto Rico? I was like, oh.
I would have stabbed him.
First of all, that place is called Banco Popular.
Smart boy. And it's not here anymore.
And it's not even here anymore.
Anyways, and I literally looked into this guy's soul and said, really? Sir, have a good day.
Dude, I might have laughed in his face.
Hashtag white privilege. Hashtag white privilege.
I was so heated. And then I told my friend, because he was from Puerto Rico, I was like, hey, I told him the story. He goes, you didn't hit him in the face? I was just like, no, bro, I'm working in a suit and tie. Relax. Like, dude, yeah. That really irked me. But in Metro PCS, that job, I used to work for a franchise, so we used to do like shady stuff with the accessories. Because for those of you who don't know about cell phone stores, especially prepaid, we make money off of accessories.
Yes.
So
we did a different thing, and I'm not going to speak about that.
I'm not going to speak about it.
Because we were a franchise too, so I'm not going to.
So you know. I'm not going to say, you know.
Hey, Miguel, you know too?
I guess I know.
You know, man, you know. No, inside jokes. Not allowed.
Is that an inside joke?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We don't know what you're trying to do.
We don't know.
Okay.
What's going
We'll talk about it.
Well, good. We'll
Val, you know? Val,
I
you
don't
know?
know. I don't know.
I don't know.
If you guys ever have any of these cell phone things,
No, I do know.
just,
I understand. I understand.
It's
Trust
crazy.
me. I worked in cell phone for like 5 years. I got you.
Shadiness.
I got
But-
you.
We called
I
it
have
Oceans.
no idea.
So you couldn't even get mad, huh?
We called it Oceans.
Really?
The operation that I'm talking about. We called
Oh
it
yeah,
Oceans.
we didn't have one. It's just you saw on the receipt and it broke down perfect. Broke down perfect. Discounts. The hashtag discounts.
Oh my gosh. Okay, now
This went super illegal, super fast.
yeah. Now we're talking about trades secrets, and that's not cool. All right. So, anyways, we want to hear from you guys to find out what your retail stories were, good or bad, and what you do maybe to motivate yourself to get up and do these terrible jobs. So, if you are online, make sure you comment. If you're not online, or maybe you want to hear your beautiful voice on air, our phone number here is 407-394-6083. We'd love to hear from you. Sam, you gonna take in some music, bro?
Discounts. Enjoy.
Hey Locura fam, this is Michael from Locura Radio Show. Hope you're enjoying this episode. In case you didn't know, all of this season's episodes and even the past episodes you might have missed can be found on Stitcher. Stitcher is an award-winning free app that lets you listen to Locura Radio Show on demand. There's no downloading, no syncing, and no wasted phone memory, as you can stream our podcast anytime, anywhere. If you don't have Stitcher yet, make sure you download it for free at Stitcher.com or in the App Store. Stitcher is available on iOS, Android, and iPad, so make sure you download it today. And don't forget to rate and review Locura Radio Show on Stitcher. Now sit back and enjoy the rest of Locura.
Hey, welcome back to Locura Radio Show. This is Val with Val's Bites. I'm here with my co-hosts.
DJ Sam Wize on the ones and twos.
Oh, Michael.
Oh, hello, and this is Tech here. How you doing?
That was all out of order.
How you doing?
We need to figure this
No
order
structure.
thing out, please.
Not at all.
Can we do like clockwise or counterclockwise?
I thought we were gonna
And
go down the road.
We're getting out of our first hour. We haven't figured it out.
Dude, we have a podcast and stuff. Like, we need to sound professional on this. We can't be.
Come on, guys.
Can't be
Get
doing
it together.
You
Get it
guys
together.
asked me to come in. Like, what do you want from me? Want
sure.
the points?
Actually, she brought it in. She brought it in well. It was us that messed
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
was
messed
us
up.
up.
It wasn't
We
you.
weren't complaining about you, Val. Jeez.
All right, we're gonna.
Gosh.
We are glad you're here with us here at top of the hour on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live, wherever you're watching us at. Radio UNT, Periscope for the 3 people that are still on there watching us.
Periscope.
Wait, Miguel, how many people do we have on Periscope?
Periscope right now. You guys have
We're waiting.
uno.
Let's take bets.
All right. Let's take bets.
Let's flip a coin.
We're gonna close out this topic. If you missed it, we're talking about working retail and our goods and the bad and all that stuff. So if you have any stories, make sure you comment or let us know what's going on with that. But if you don't, then we're just gonna talk about Avengers: Infinity War and spoil it for Sam Wize
Yes.
because
No,
I
you're
feel
not.
Absolutely.
Sam Wize in the first scene of the movie.
Oh my god! First of all, the first scene is wild.
Can you
Listen.
stop? Can you just stop, dude?
Okay, let me just tell you this.
No.
Yesterday I was super anxious. If you notice I have this Band-Aid on, it's because I was biting my fingers all day
Are you serious?
and started bleeding.
Don't judge him.
Yeah. It was.
Oh my
I was very
gosh.
anxious about.
I'm sorry.
I had never been so anxious about a movie in my life,
Man.
and it was serious. And then I felt better like going into the theater. Like I had a beer,
Popcorn.
I had popcorn, I had a
Root beer.
no, I had
I'm
a
just
real
kidding.
beer. I had a Kona.
I had
Big
man
Wave.
beer.
I had a man beer. Okay?
Man beer.
So I had a man beer to ease my pain, ease my nerves. Then I got into my seat. I felt good. Watched the previews, felt good. Then the
Previews-
opening credits, bro.
Previews are trash.
Like the Marvel cinematic thing. They have the epic music and stuff like that. No music. I was like, okay.
bro, it's
I don't
like.
want to hear it.
And all
Hold
of
on,
a
but
sudden,
can I spoil one thing that has
No,
nothing to do
no,
with
don't
the
spoil
movie?
it. Don't
No,
spoil it.
no,
No,
no, no.
No.
Listen, let me just
Oh
tell
my
you.
God, whatever.
Like that first
Give me a month.
that first 5 minutes, 10 minutes sets the whole tone of the movie.
Okay.
From that, so I was
First,
like,
10
first,
seconds.
yeah, I was like feeling good going into the movie, and then after that first scene, before it even says Avengers: Infinity War, I'm like, yo, it's gonna be that type of movie.
You sink into your seat. Like you're like,
Yeah, I was freaking out, dude.
all right. I was
That's
gonna.
all I'm gonna say.
whatever.
That's all I'm gonna say
I'm
about
going
it.
to see it tomorrow.
All right,
He
bro.
said like a whole paragraph. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's all I'm
That's all I'm
saying.
saying.
That's all I'm
That's all I'm saying.
saying.
Right now.
Yes,
You
Roxanne,
really
we
Facebook
are
Live.
on Periscope, so make sure you follow us on Periscope as well. How many people do we have on Periscope, did you say?
3.
There's still 10
It was
people.
10?
Hey,
It was
thanks
10.
for-
Hey.
thanks for sticking
Periscope.
with us.
Periscope.
That's Locura.
No, that's Periscope, dear. That's Periscope.
Periscope.
Locura on Periscope. Hashtag Locura on Periscope. I guess we gotta log into Periscope. Are anybody commenting, Miguel?
think so.
No?
Are anybody
All right. They're just
I'm not
listening.
even there.
That's cool.
I'm watching the-
Are anybody commenting? My grammar is amazing.
Watching us.
Hey, you get mad at it.
And he wants to be a screenwriter.
Listen,
Oh.
at least I write correctly.
Dang.
For those of you who are following us on Instagram, I want to apologize for a post that happened last night about spoilers and Avengers: Infinity War. We noticed that there
well.
were no periods, commas,
well.
punctuation
Anything.
marks, anything. It was
Oh,
just random run-on
Oh, well.
run-on sentences with our names. I was like, I don't know if he's telling us to enjoy it or to not spoil it. I didn't
Oh,
know what he
well.
was calling us
What
out
do you
for.
mean? Oh well.
What was your? Can you just say what you meant?
Don't ruin the movie. Period. Next time, that's all I'm going to write.
Okay.
Don't
Okay, that's
ruin the movie.
But why did you mention me and Tech? Were you telling us to enjoy it or to not ruin
to
the
not
movie?
ruin the movie, too.
So both.
Yes.
Why did
No.
you say both?
What?
I was
Okay.
so confused by that post last night. Were you
so
not?
mad?
He's being like a grammar Nazi, and he's
Yeah.
like,
That's
I'm
exactly
so
what Sam
confused.
called him.
I was so confused.
Listen, I was very confused by his
All right.
grammar and lack of punctuation marks and commas and period. Did you see that, Miguel? Did you see that?
Yeah.
I apologize
He
on
does it
behalf.
too.
No, I don't. I don't do
no,
that
I'm
at
not
all.
talking about you.
Oh, Miguel?
All right, grammar Nazi?
Oh, Miguel
Relax.
does it too. Yeah, I've noticed the radio UNT. I've noticed. That was a great Sam Wize impression. Can
You're
you do that
welcome.
one more time?
No,
please?
I'm good.
Just one more.
It's got to be in the flow of the
Okay, I'm
moment. I'll
sorry.
do it again. But
So
just let me
Miguel, I noticed his like radio UNT posts, and they're about the same, but in Spanish, so it's okay. I don't care. I'm like, that's in Spanish. I barely read Spanish.
He's like, run on sentences.
Screw that
Have
guy.
at it.
I'm like, have at it in Spanish. It's fine.
The accents are all in the right place from all of you.
I just write it because I'm
In any foreign language, you want to run on sentence, it's fine.
Anywho,
but in America,
we're at the top of the hour. Top of the hour.
America.
America.
It's nice
We're America.
and sunny. No, I'm just kidding.
It is not.
Partly cloudy.
It's night.
Partly cloudy.
Is it-
We're gonna get
night
into some
outside.
music. What's our next topic? Mike.
listen, we have a comment on here. So can we get into comments, Sam? Are you watching Facebook?
Gone.
Facebook? Are you
Yeah.
watching it?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a comment that says that meeting new people at work and adding to my friends list is the best part of work. I guess Michelle had put that down, so that's cool. I was talking to Val as well because you were DJing and Tech was doing I don't know what.
That was on my phone.
He was lost in his thoughts about Avengers. But we were talking about that's kind of like a double-edged sword where I feel like business and pleasure sometimes don't mix.
Yeah.
Like I think depending on like where you're at too, like maybe if you work a bar or something like that, I guess that'll work, But I think in a professional like business, like especially you, Bank of America, you can't be adding customers or adding your coworkers. Sometimes it doesn't work, right?
Yeah, for sure. No, it's a no-go. You can't be adding
No-go for you.
customers at all.
Okay.
No, you can't, because you have to keep your personal life personal.
Yeah.
And I do have some coworkers that post some crazy stuff, and I'm like, if Bank of America, because Bank of America monitors all of our stuff for security, so it's a pretty big deal.
Well, I was just thinking about two situations. I'm actually a professor at Seminole State College, so like I had some students try to add me. I have an MBA.
What else do you do?
Accolade number 89.
I have an MBA. But anyway, so I had some students trying to add me, and I always like say no. But one time I was a manager, and I had a coworker go to House of Blues one night, party it up. I saw it on her Facebook. I knew what was going on. Next day she called out. So then there were some people at work that said something about her being out because they knew that she partied the day before. So the next day she came in, I approached her and I said, hey, listen, just be wary of what you post on Facebook, especially if you're going to call out the next day, because it looks bad. I'm not going to like write you up for this or anything like that. I'm just trying to tell you as a manager and as a friend. But she totally, we stopped talking for 2 years after that. She got very defensive.
Just for warning her?
Why?
Yeah, women are difficult.
Yeah.
Because
I
she
think
went
that was super nice of you,
partying.
actually.
Because she went partying.
I thought I was being friendly.
Yeah,
I thought
that was
was
super nice of you.
I thought I was being super nice. But some people take defense to that. Like, who said it? Who was the one that said something to you? So and so forth. So I was like, I'm sorry. I was just trying to tell you how it is, especially in a professional environment.
Yeah.
I felt like I was doing the right thing.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Tech?
I disagree, kind of, with the whole, just with this job that I'm at now, because of the environment, I think. I think environment plays a huge role, too, because I think with you, that makes sense. I wouldn't add anyone either, because it's I don't know, I wouldn't feel comfortable. Right now, it's more we work as a team in the job. We have our own personal goals, obviously, but we work as a team, too, so we do a lot of, even social media. We can sell, we can promote ourselves through social media, so we use that a lot. And I'm even friends with my boss on Facebook just because of the lifestyle outside of work. We have a relationship outside of work, and when I started working for him, he got to know me on a personal level, not in a business way. So that way I felt comfortable, and I don't really post crazy stuff. Just me personally, so that's never been an issue with me. But I have had coworker friends that have posted stuff like what she's saying, that they party and they call it the next day, and I'm like, I've never been a manager though, so I can't do anything about it. And I probably wouldn't even have been that nice. I can't believe she got mad at you still. But
I think
whatever.
it's pretty cool that if you add people though, that you're maybe working with, as far as networking purposes and just strictly networking, which is I think what Michelle put on there too. So I think that's important, networking.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
That's what LinkedIn is for. You don't post party stuff on LinkedIn.
Yeah, but no one uses it on LinkedIn anymore. That's.
Oh, Periscope?
You used to be surprised.
I don't use it. I'm like, yo, you want to hit me up? I got a Facebook page.
People get hired on LinkedIn a lot.
Yeah, they do.
Do they? I don't trust that. I don't trust that.
I wouldn't either. I would just old school, turn in the application and I'll interview you. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
fading away, man. Unfortunately.
It's all online, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
All online, bro.
What, interviewing online too?
No.
I've
Well,
interviewed online,
Maybe. But
video interview for the what do I do now? Flight attendant job.
what's my job title? I forget.
What do I do?
Yeah, that thing.
Jet fumes getting to you, buddy.
That thing, yeah, for sure. All right, guys. Well, we're going to get back into some music here. When we come back, we're going to be talking about our next topic, which would be commitment issues. Our fears of commitments, our fear of titles, relationships. That is... I'm sorry. Yeah.
Dang.
Miguel just called Sam out and myself. So it's okay, Sam. We'll stick together on this one, bro. We'll stick to this one.
There you go.
We have no fear. I
never freeze.
I never
Oh my god, I
freeze.
almost ruined something.
No, don't do it. Anyway.
Enjoy.
Sam, you need
Enjoy.
to watch this.
Hey guys, this is Kez from Locura Radio Show. Tune in every Friday night at 8 p.m. live on radiount.net.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Sam Wize on the ones and twos with
Michael Vivaldi. And next to me, I have.
Val from Val's Bites.
Go, let's get it.
And this is your boy Ted.
Yeah. All right. It was better than last time, but we still got to work on that.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Tad.
Sam Wize,
What's good?
how's your night going, bro?
It's going great. I love you guys. It's fun.
I love you guys.
Whatever.
I love you guys.
Love you guys.
Sam, we're gonna interview you now for this next topic. Are you ready?
Whatever.
I'm just kidding, bro. I love you. Hey, our next topic, guys, we're going to be talking about fear of commitment, fear of titles, fear of relationships, fear of the boyfriend, fear of the girlfriend, fear of saying you have one. Not that saying anybody else says that, but I'm just... Maybe even in marriage, like fear of saying yes to the dress.
Some people,
yes to
some people do.
Yes to I don't know what we're talking about. That's a fear. That's a fear of commitment.
And we have
you can't commit to the dress.
And we have a relationship coach in the building
Yes, we do.
from Val's Bites.
Val's Bites.
All right. So, let's see. I want to know a couple things. Has anybody here? Sam. Has any? I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm not picking on you, not at all. All right. So I feel there are several causes for commitment issues, several ways to overcome that fear, but in reality, I feel like it's also very hard to put that into practice. So I'll start this off first. Val, or the question, what do you feel are causes for commitment phobia or people fearing that issue of commitment?
Absolutely. So, commitment issues or commitment fears are underlying. A lot of them have to do with something psychological that happened to you in the past. I have personally, I have abandonment issues, so it was hard for me to commit to people without feeling vulnerable. And as soon as I feel vulnerable, I feel like I need to get out as soon as possible. Just send me to the next, put me on the next plane out of the city or something like that. So if you had a bad breakup, if somebody cheated on you, if you have the tendency to date the same kind of person and you're like, there's a lot of reasons why people are afraid to commit. My personal reason was abandonment because I have, daddy issues. My dad left when I was young and I was afraid to commit because people, if they would leave me and I had no control over that, but whatever. But that is an abandonment issue. So that's why I was afraid of commitment. Other people, they were cheated on before and they're afraid to become vulnerable. So they would not get into another relationship because they're afraid of getting hurt. So yeah, basically it's an underlying psychological issue. A lot of it has to do if your parents got divorced or something. You don't feel that marriage or relationships are necessary. Because if your parents didn't show that to you, then why do you feel the necessity of it? Other people have, there's this whole idea that, humans are not monogamous by nature. So it's a social idea that we're supposed to be monogamous because of what the Bible teaches us and things like that. But as an animal, because we are animals, we're not supposed to be monogamous.
This one is the biggest animal in the room.
So what I'm trying to say is that there's several issues underlying why somebody wouldn't want to commit into a relationship, but a lot of it has to do with psychological issues, what you've dealt with in the past. Maybe the kinds of girls that you're dating, and you tend to date the same kind of girl. There's all kinds of things.
Don't look at me, bro.
I can't look at
yourself.
I can't look at his general direction.
Examine.
We had a conversation before this happened, so we know what's going on in the background. We know that some people want to be Captain Sava. Blank.
Oh.
So he tends to date the same kind of girl. I didn't say the word.
I know.
It's not family friendly anymore.
That's gonna be my new Instagram handle, by the way. I'm changing my Instagram handle.
Please don't.
To Captain Sava. Yeah.
Sava, yeah.
Sava, yeah.
We can't tell you anything.
I mean, not give Michael Mike. I'm leaving that, but my personal Instagram.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna change.
That would be fun.
Val has some amazing points because I was actually doing some research too about it. I trust Val and her opinion, but I also want to do some research
She's
for
just
myself.
a coach.
Yeah, she's just a coach, like whatever. But I think a lot of what she said does ring true. I was reading some stuff in like Psychology Today and Psych to Dead and all this stuff. But I think it does come down to like what happened to you in the past. Like a lot of things that happened to you maybe while you were a child, maybe childhood trauma, attachment issues, other complicated like family issues that you might be going through. I also read of causes of commitment phobe, like fear of not being in the right relationship before it begins, maybe having issues, having been in an unhealthy relationship in the past, and those trust issues that come up. And what I also read was like people with a fear of commitment definitely want a long-term relationship, but their overwhelming anxiety and fears prevent them from staying around too long. I don't know if any of you fellas that are around me have gone through anything like that. Maybe Sam, maybe Tech before you were married, you know?
I mean, I could agree with a lot of that. Whatever happened to you in the past does shape you, you know, your future. But some people let it control them, you know, control their future. And I think that's the point where you can't let whatever happened to you in your past relationship or your past friendship or whatever happened with you and your parents, you can't hold on to that into your next relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a relationship with a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever it might be. I think a lot of people on this earth don't want to work things out.
I think that's easier said than done.
Definitely.
Because a lot of people say, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to forgive them, so on, you know, going on, but they don't do the work. You know, it takes work. It's not something that you can do overnight and say, hey, I want to get over my abandonment issues. That's stuff that takes, like, you know, reading or maybe counseling, something to that effect, so that you can actually get over those issues and recognize what you actually want out of a relationship, if you want a relationship.
I was actually going to say, do you think it's something that people can overcome maybe just by, I don't know, I guess maybe trying to get over it? Like if there's a way to get over it through working through it yourself, would you suggest maybe someone seek help outside, you know, as far as like maybe counseling or finding some type of support group? Like what would you say is probably the best? I know it's different for everybody, you know, everybody has, but what would you say you've noticed that maybe has been the best practice as far as getting over that fear of commitment or titles, you know?
I think that it comes with just like getting over like an addiction or something like that. Actually, I read a book. I forget oh my gosh, she's gonna kill me. So I read a book about somebody that that talks about dating the same people over and over again, like literally dating the same people. She's actually she's a psychologist. She's in South Florida. I have the book somewhere. I forget what it's called. Something about the hangover. But she talks about how you have to recognize that you are making those commitments. And the other thing is like maybe writing it down. Maybe writing down what you want to do. And I even in my blog, like I have a spreadsheet about finding your perfect match and like narrowing down the top five must-haves within your relationship, so that you are cognizant of those 5 things. Like it's not a huge list. It's not like 30 things like you might think you might need. Like 5, like, you know, financially stable, good family, has a sense of humor, you know, takes showers daily, you know, simple things like that. Hygiene. So that's only 4. But those things are important to you enough to the point where that if they don't mark off all 10, then the 5 must-haves are definitely the things that you are like no-go.
Would you say that men or women have more commitment issues or fear of those titles? Like what?
Men, hombre.
You think men, Sam?
Yeah,
Tech?
yeah, for sure.
I agree.
Val, what would you?
I agree, man.
Men.
No, for real, men, or is it because you're just trying to go on the opposite side?
No. In all seriousness, because I think like women want to be like women grow up wanting to have the wedding, and like, you know, they want to walk down and have like the horse carriage and all this crap. So they want a relationship. A lot of women. I mean, I'm an exception to the rule because I was afraid of commitment for a long time, but I think there's a lot of women that do want the horse and carriage. They want the marriage, but they don't think about what goes along with all of that.
I don't know. I feel like it's our generation. I think women that grow up want that relationship, but the newer generation, I just don't feel like. I think it's flip flopped a lot.
I think we're confused because we grew up a certain way, and now everything's like a hookup generation.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We don't want to step on your toes. We don't want to, we don't want to anger you. We want you in our lives, so we'll do what we have to do to keep you around. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Not really, but
No?
What do you mean? So you're saying that women are adjusting to what guys have been doing for years, or what?
I think so. I think we're trying to think like men, but that's not necessarily our nature, because we're caretakers deep down inside. So we want to take care of you. We want to, we want to be there for you, but deep. Shut your face.
Deep.
He said deep inside. I don't know what that meant. It just sounded weird. Yeah. So, I think we're trying to adjust to the generation as it is. It's just odd because back when our parents were growing up, our parents had kids in their early 20s, and now here we are. I'm in my 30s, settling down and having kids. Like, what does that say to the generations prior to us? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, things have to evolve, right? And I think people seeing more success, I guess they've seen people in the normal realm, that people who aren't famous or anything like that, people who have more success or more money saved, or when you wait to have kids. And I've experienced that with a lot of people, where when people have kids when they're 19, 20, 21, they don't have everything as much as a person who has their kids at 30, 31, 32. It's weird. It's like the person who has kids at 31, 32 has a house, has this, has that. And the people who have kids when they're super, super young, 20, or even in high school, they're stuck in a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, but I feel also before you even get to that kids part, you have to overcome this fear of commitment that we have nowadays. Like, there's this, like you guys said, there's this generation now that we live in that maybe is a hookup generation, unfortunately. Even women that are in their 30s now, especially I've noticed, like me kind of dating and trying to meet people, I've noticed, like, okay, women are more prone to settling down, like younger, like in their mid-20s type deal, like they want more of a relationship sometimes, when they have their stuff together, because normally they're right out of college, they're in a good job and stuff like that. But then at 30, they're like, oh well, I just give up. Men are terrible. Men are bad. They've cheated on me. They've done this and that, and now I'm gonna just be like a man. Like, think like a man. I think that's Steve Harvey's fault, to be honest. But that's that's besides the point. It's a good book, yeah, and a movie. But I feel like it's been like that. Like, women are now, and there's nothing wrong. Don't get it twisted. I'm not saying like women are now empowered to do it. Like, that's great. Like, I think women have always been empowered in their own way, and now it's a little bit more in the light. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that you have to change the type of person that you are deep down inside. If you're a type of person, like Val said, like you're a caregiver, or you're a person, especially women, naturally they feel that way. It doesn't mean that you have to change now because society's changing, because a Kardashian's out there doing her thing, or because all these Instagram models are out there doing their thing, because Cardi B says, yo, get money, and not, like, screw everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
And that's something I wanted to actually touch on. Do you think because of the way we portray what success is, like with music, with these athletes and things like that, that's played into the whole commitment issue with this generation?
TEC, what do you think, man?
It's interesting because I feel like, for myself personally, my high school days. I'm 26, so like my high school days, and I've known Sam for a really long time, but I've never known him at this level, so I don't know if we ever, like, I've never seen Sam and judged him in a specific way with his relationships. Maybe he did me, but in high school, my fear of commitment was more like fear of rejection. So every time I would try to date this girl, or whatever the case was, my fear going into it was rejection. So I would close up when I felt like, okay, she's distancing herself from me, so now I'm gonna close up. So every time, like, the conversations would be so, like, dry, that it kind of got to the point where we faded out, and they're like, oh, let's fix it. We come back a week or two later, same thing happens. She feels like she's distancing herself. So that was my insecurity was that. So as I went along through high school, I felt like every girl was gonna be like that. So my commitment got to that point, like, well, I'm gonna date you cautiously because I don't know if you're gonna reject me or not eventually. So that's where for me it got to that, and I don't think that's what the problem is now. I think right now it is more of a. I think in high school too, it was like a lot of hookups and stuff. Like the mindset. I think now it's more than it was. I think. What?
I was in band. I didn't hook up.
Oh, not you. No, I didn't mean you. Like I just meant like
one time at
in general. Like in general, it was that. But I think it's more so now, especially because of what the generation now is like looking at. I think. I don't know. I'm not trained in this or anything. I'm not trying to say that I know, but I feel like from the people that I know, the fear of commitment is like, well, I don't want to get into this relationship and get married and then not like her anymore. Like that's what I've heard of people of my age. I'm like, that doesn't sound.
All right,
that's
accolade number 20. Go.
Go ahead.
I would like to go back to school, but who wants to pay my student loans? Anybody?
Nope.
Okay. No, never mind.
Government, you listening?
So my sister online, Lynette, she says to shout her out. Hey, Lynette. So anyway,
Hi, Lynette.
As far, I think I think the internet and social media has to do a lot with it. We're not talking to each other. We're not communicating. We're not talking about our feelings. So if you're really feeling that way, like, you know, she's like kind of being distant, being weird, she's not talking to you about it. You know, she's probably texting her girls like, oh my God, I'm on this day, it's so annoying. She's not talking to you, and we're stuck behind a computer, like, you know, talking about our feelings as opposed to talking to each other. Put your phone down, like, go on a date. Don't bring your phone. Yep. Like, if you're going on a date with your phone, that's your first mistake.
What about What about the music that we're listening to? Because you hear all these rappers, male or female, stating, yo, you know, I'm just gonna do this for now until it's good, get money, you know, hook up with this girl, do this, or hook up with this guy, and then I could get this other guy. I mean, that right there is just...
I'm gonna tell you what I tell everybody. If you are not happy with yourself, nobody else is gonna be happy with you. Like, bottom line.
What about the music though?
Screw the music. The music is just for the beat, for the music, for the...
No.
Yeah, I disagree with that.
No.
Because if you allow music to interfere with your happiness, then there's something.
But I think a lot of
wrong.
people do. I think that's what the issue
but
is.
here's the thing.
My point is,
I
we're
agree
talking
with
about
you, though.
commitment issues.
I agree with you though.
But here's the thing. Have you ever said something subconscious? You didn't directly say it, but you were saying something, so in their subconscious, they're thinking something or doing something.
What do you mean?
Kind of like manipulating somebody.
Manipulating someone?
Yeah.
In college, I did. I mean, when I was in college, I used to have guys pay my rent, but that's a different
Oh,
story.
wow. Really?
Yeah, I was poor. I was eating ramen. What do you want me to do?
Anyways, but I do think music does play a big role, especially in relationships not working out, because you have a generation of kids growing up on every single word that these people are saying.
I agree with
Right?
you, and I think that's the problem.
There you go.
You want to be married, you want to be in a real relationship that's not going to end in divorce, then stop living your life through other people's glasses, live your own life.
I think that's kind of hard too, because we are influenced by everything that's around us. Our environment shapes who we are. So I think that, like you said, the music, the TV, the movies, whatever it is, like I think it jades us to what's around. Like for me, especially music, like I listen to a lot of music, especially after breakups. Like we all got that breakup set list, you know what I'm saying, on Spotify. Yeah. Some Michael Bublé, some Kanye West, some Lauryn Hill, whatever. Like I play that, and it's just like that helps me get through that time. And like I feel like different stages in your life, music does help in that. So I think it goes around everything, especially in relationships. When you're talking to somebody, especially I've done it, like when I'm talking to somebody and have a great like first date, immediately I like play some music. I'm like, yo, me and this girl, we're gonna go on vacation. Like I'm gonna play some like Notorious B.I.G. right now, like, oh, feel it, I feel it, But I think music, especially now that you got people like Cardi B coming up, which congrats to her, but the message that she is putting out there, it's empowering, but there's a way to be empowering like a Destiny's Child like group, you know what I'm saying, as opposed to being empowering like a Cardi B, like a Nicki Minaj type deal. Like, no, if you're gonna listen to them, cool, but realize that if that's your influence in your life, in your dating life, like, I want to emulate these people, I want to have success like these people, you got to realize like that's what you're gonna basically feed into. Definitely. Like, that's your life. That's like, hey, you're gonna get money, then do that, but you're also gonna shut people out. The reason that Nicki Minaj or Cardi B are out there, like with Migos or whatever, is because they run in the same circle. People like that, they run in the same circle. So you're gonna find happiness eventually in their own way, but in real life, it doesn't work that way. You're not gonna be. She's not rapping about that. What? No, you don't know. Yeah, you don't know. No.
They are rapping about that.
They are definitely.
They're rapping the same things that the fellas are. Well, they're mumble rappers now, so you don't, like Jacob over there said. They don't know what you're talking about. But what they're trying to say is exactly what the females are saying.
Yeah. But it goes both ways, It's not just the females, obviously, because the guys that want to live that life too. You got to realize, like, those rappers are out there talking about sacrificing this and that and getting money and stuff, but you don't get all the money, you don't get all the girls, and then also find wifey out there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a decision.
You gotta what?
You have to make a decision. Do you want to live the life like you want to live a rapper life, or you want to settle down and have kids and like have the white picket fence or whatever you want to have? So you have to choose.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Sure. Gotcha. Well, we're going to get into some quick music, and when we come back, we'll just finish up the topic and close out the night.
Beautiful.
All right, y'all. Enjoy.
Hey everyone, this is your friendly neighborhood hype man Michael from Locura Radio Show. Tune in every Friday night and listen to us at 8 p.m. live on radiount.net.
Yo, what up? This is DJ Sam Wize with...
Yo, Mike's right here.
This is Val from Val's Bites.
Too long.
Gosh. And this is Tech.
Val's from Val's Bites is just like too much, This is Val.
No, she's taking too long to come into the mic. Like, you gotta run over here.
I was having technical issues.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, we're glad you're here to close out this night with us. And if you've been listening all night, we appreciate you. Just as a reminder, I don't know what I was gonna say. Just a reminder. I didn't get any comments. You got a lot of people here, Val, that are shouting you out. Hey,
well,
Val,
we have
Val,
one. We
Val.
have one.
I have a couple comments.
we have
one word comments.
Live and learn, Jacob. If you want to be empowered, listen to Tupac, homie. I want to hear about how you got money. Not all of a sudden you have it. Okay, well, there you go. From Jacob.
There we go.
Thanks, Jacob.
He also wrote, relationships are a buried treasure with a dyslexic map to navigate. Always a struggle to explain.
Man, Jacob is going deep, bro.
Got some
all right, Jacob, I like it.
Dang, man.
Hey, bro, low.
Oh.
Hey, so I got a couple things here to close out the topic. Besides that, I forgot to mention these. I wrote down like how you overcome a fear of commitment. I know Val actually wrote or said a couple things on how to do that as well. But I think here's a few little tips. We have be open to change and wanting to make the changes in your life. Also be aware that anxiety. I read this and I was not aware of this. Be aware that anxiety and excitement feel the same to the body. It's actually the same type of like reaction that your body gets. You feel nervous meeting someone new and read that feeling as anxiousness when it is one of exhilaration, which may cause you to give up before it begins. Did you know that anxiousness and excitement feel the same to your body?
No, I didn't know.
So that's what I'm getting at.
That's what we felt yesterday.
Yes, you were anxious and excited.
Yes.
So we have a call. So someone actually just interrupted my train of thought here.
Caller,
so
what is your name? Caller,
what is your name? Hello.
Hey, you're on the
who this
radio.
is.
Hey, it's Val's sister.
Which one?
It's Lynette.
Her stepsister.
All right. Well, she's my sister from another mister.
Hey.
Oh, hey. What's
No.
up?
No. This is good.
Are you calling to chime in, Lynette?
Yes, I decided to chime in. I just want to say you guys are doing a really good job.
Thank
Really
you.
interesting topics. I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have anything about commitment and commitment issues?
I don't really have commitment issues, but I do want to say that you don't have to be like a rapper to have a good wife, because Jacob is a rapper and he has a good wife. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow at 1.
Yes, I love you.
We
I
now know
love
their
you
plans.
too. I love you. I love you too.
Well, now that
Making appointments here. Like,
where you going at 1
I'll
o'clock?
see you
Huh?
tomorrow at 1 p.m. at Panera Bread over on Curry Ford and Goldenrod.
It's my mom's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Val's
Happy
mom.
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Val's mom. Val's bites.
Val's Bites mom.
Val's bites mom.
Val mom bites. Mom Val's bites.
Oh.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. The bite Val's mom. There we go. As I was saying, I think it's also important to let yourself be free.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean by that?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
open up your own personal prison that you're in and walk out into life with an open heart. You know,
Yeah.
like, I know people have trust issues and think it's impossible to love again after things happen, but you know, you have to have trust that you'll have the good sense to walk away from a toxic person and let a good one in. I think that's important.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
And if you have any of these issues, just a quick reminder, you know, if you're going through something right now, we don't know what you're going through. If you're listening to us on our YouTube, wherever it is, you know, don't be afraid to talk to people. You know, talk to your parents, talk to a counselor, talk to somebody. You know, if you have to email us, just email us. You know, you're not by yourself. You're not alone. If you have some issues, anybody will be more than happy to talk to you about those on a serious note. So. Anyways, Mike, how can they find us?
Hey everyone. Well, once again, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Locura Radio Show. Make sure you are subscribed to us on YouTube, on iTunes, on Stitcher, and Google Play. So you have no excuse to not listen to us.
Nada.
We're on everything.
Yep.
So what happened?
Yep.
Oh, yep.
I was just doing ad libs.
Thanks, Tech, for chiming in there. We appreciate that. He hasn't said anything for 10 minutes. And
That's a lie.
we love you, bro. Anyways, just go ahead and search Locura Radio Show on all those things, on all those platforms, and we'll pop up. Make sure also that you watch live on radiount.net on Friday nights at 8 p.m. We're here live every night, and on the Radio UNT app available on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire Stick, whatever device you're on. Also, make sure you support Radio UNT. They have some great content on there each and every day. So if you're looking for some good music, some good tunes, some good talks, Radio UNT is where it's at.
Tech, how could they find you, man?
You can find me on Instagram at Tech Music, on Facebook at Tech, just like all capital. That's pretty much it. I don't use Twitter that much, but if you want to follow me there, you can find it somewhere else. But yeah, I don't really use it. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to be here. I think I also want to thank you, Radio UNT, because they like us, so we're still here, right?
Yeah,
Still here
now.
for a reason.
For now.
I want to thank Val. She has some really like good points. She's very educated, more than me at least. She has a million accolades. No, but I want to thank her because it's always good to have another perspective on stuff, especially like sometimes we don't all agree even with the people in the comments, but it's always a good conversation. And I'm really blessed to be here. So yeah.
Yo, Val, how do we find you?
Well, thank you very much. So you can find me on valsbites.com. That's BYTES. You can also find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter under the same name, Val's Bites. I do have a podcast. It's called Love Bits and Bites, where I talk about dating and relationship issues. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, feel free to email me at val@valsbites.com. And it's always a pleasure being here. I love talking about dating and relationships. It's my favorite thing.
All right. Mike.
Yeah, pretty easy. I give Mike a mic. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Sam, I love you, bro. Where can we find you, man?
Yo, at DJ Sam Wize on Instagram. That's Wise with a Z, W-I-Z-E. Facebook, Sam Wize. And yeah, that's basically it. I'm pretty boring.
Beautiful.
Oh, and on Spotify. Spotify.
Yeah.
I have a playlist, DJ Sam Wize.
Correct. Is it your
Locura
own?
Radio Show. No, Locura.
Oh, on the
Radio Show.
Locura Radio Show, yeah. Make
so-
sure you actually search us. I forgot to mention Spotify. If you like the music, dig the music. For those of you listening to the podcast or watching us on YouTube, you'll notice we cut out the music, obviously. But if you're interested to see what we play on a weekly basis, we have a playlist up and available on Locura Radio Show on Spotify. So you can listen to what we spin tonight, some of Sam's favorites, some of my favorites. Tech has no favorites. Frank has no favorites.
I'll be updating
Okay.
that.
Kes has
I'll
no
update
favorites.
that tonight. Don't worry.
When? Tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see
Okay,
about that.
you got it right here
Yeah.
tonight.
Exclusive.
Updated.
Maybe tomorrow. No, I'm gonna do it tonight. I'll do it
Hey,
tonight.
and one more thing, Evie, you are right. Trust. You
It's
gotta
key.
have some trust. All right, guys. We love you guys. See you next week. See you on YouTube. Peace.
Thanks for joining us on this episode of Locura Radio Show. Make sure you check out all of our crazy episodes by subscribing to us on iTunes. Do yourself a favor and subscribe to Locura Radio Show on YouTube for exclusive video content and show replays you definitely don't want to miss. For more info and all of the content, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to follow Radio UNT, so show them some love. Be sure to rate and review us. We are Locura, the radio show with good vibes, crazy talks, and positive music.